Right, so it's probably a modified session today. So have that block underneath your knee. This is our starting position. And then slide your chest forward. Just slide your hands down your legs. Now, if possible, you can bring them onto your toes, but if not, you bring them onto your shin. Now, having that block underneath your knee kind of obviously forces your knees to be slightly bent, which is what you want. And then slowly, if you can, bring your chin on your chest. Then we stretch out our lower back. Just breathe in through your nose. And out through your nose. There you have 5 breaths. You slowly lift your chest. Bring your hands onto your shin as you slide your hands up your legs. You bend your knees. Just move that block away. And then just take your knees to one side. Try not to put too much pressure onto your knees if you come up to standing. Now we'll just start with a straight mountain pose. So have your arms either side of your body, palms facing your thighs. Have that slight bend in your knees. Bring your chin to chest. Slight bend in your knees. Make sure your knees are very important. Don't lock out your knees. So keep those knees slightly bent. Feet hip width apart. I'm going to slowly roll your body towards the mat. So you should bring your hands down towards the mat. Bring your fingers onto the mat. Now, if you can't get all the way down, take that block. Bring that block out in front of you and rest your hands on the block. Keep those knees bent, chin to chest. Now slowly lift your chest. You come all the way up. And take your arms all the way up, hands to prayer at the top. Lower your arms down by your side. Brilliant, that's good again. Now roll your body down. Hands towards that block. Chin to chest. Keep those knees slightly bent. And lift your chest again. Take your arms wide. All the way up, hands to prayer at the top. Down by your side. Brilliant, let's do it again. Roll. Hands on top of that block. Now this time you need to lift that block and bring your block, so you bring it long ways in between your thighs. Perfect. Your toes should be facing forward. So we're going to do that squat, that chair pose position. So you bend your knees, squeeze that block in between your thighs. Take your arms up. Yes. Now the idea is your knees should always be over your ankle. Now, if your arms are, if that hurts, you can bring your hands to prayer. You just rest your palms on your breastbone. Yeah. Now straighten your legs. When I say straighten, so keep your knees slightly bent, take your arms up, take it wide. Lower down by your side. Brilliant. Yes, chair pose again. Bend your knees. Take your arms up. Hands to prayer, lower to your chest. Squeeze up in between your knees. Yes. Tuck your tailbone under. Straighten your legs, stretch your arms up, take it wide. Arms down by your side. Brilliant. Bend your knees again, arms up. Hands to prayer, lower down by your side. Actually, not go down, take it to your chest. You straighten your legs, keep that knee slightly bent. And this time you're going to forward fold. Release that block, lower down onto the mat, and slowly come back up. Then you step that right foot forward. Have a slight bend in that right knee. Yes. Take your left leg behind you, arms out in front of you. So warrior three position. Keep your right knee bent, yes. Slight bend in that right knee. Take that left leg back of the mat. Now that knee, you want to try and have that knee over your ankle as you lower that left foot down. Take your arms out for warrior one. Yes. Open up to warrior two. Keep an eye on that knee. Now reverse your warrior, take that right arm over. Yes. Come back to warrior two. Take both arms behind you, interlace your fingers, and lower your chest for humble warrior. So keep that right knee over your ankle. You lower your chest, see if you can rest your right shoulder on your right thigh. For humble warrior. Brilliant, yes. And 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift your chest. Release your arms. Separate your hands. Now that back leg, you want to bend that left knee as you slowly start to bring that left leg forward. Perfect, yes. Now swap sides. Take your right leg back. Brilliant. Take your arms up. Now you're going to take those arms out in front of you and lift your right heel behind you. Now see how you get on. See if you can lift your right leg up behind you. It might be difficult to balance on that knee, but yeah, brilliant. There you go. For 3, 2, perfect. 1, take that right leg back again. We open to warrior 2. Keeping that left knee over your ankle, yes. Reverse your warrior. Back to warrior 2. Take both arms behind you, interlace your fingers. Lower your chest. Humble warrior. This time your left shoulder onto your left thigh. If possible, look back at your right foot. Brilliant. Slowly lift your chest. Release your arms. Separate your hands. Walk that right foot forward. Perfect, yes. Now let's take hold of that block again. Bring your block in between your thighs. Let's start with chair pose again. So that's our sequence. So you bend your knees, arms up. Hands to prayer, lower to your chest. Straighten your legs, lower your arms down by your side. Brilliant. Do it again. Bend your knees, arms up. Hands to prayer, lower your chest, lower to your chest. Straighten your legs, arms down by your side. One more time, bend. Hands to prayer, lower to your chest. Perfect, straight chin. Release that block, side of your mat. Arms out in front of you. Take your left leg back. Bend that right knee. We're in warrior three. Yes. Perfect. Take your left leg back. You lower your left foot down. Keep that right knee over your ankle as you take your arms up. We're in warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Back to warrior two. Arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Humble warrior. You lower your chin. Yes. Keep that right knee. Make sure you keep it over your ankle. Now lift your chin. Release your arms. Now that back foot. See if you can lift your left heel. Perfect. Bring that, actually keep that left leg back. You take your left arm forward, right arm back. So you twist towards your right thigh. There's a twist in warrior two. Brilliant. Now bring that right arm forward. Bring your left leg forward. Take your right leg back. Lift your right leg up behind you in that warrior three position. Yes. Take that right leg back, lower your right foot down, arms up, we're in warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Back to warrior two. Arms behind your back, interlace your fingers. Humble warrior, lower your chest. You lift your chest. Release your hands. Lift that right heel up behind you. Take your right arm forward, left arm back. So this time twist towards your left thigh. Yes. Brilliant. Take your left arm forward. Step your right leg forward. Keep those knees bent. Take hold of that block in between your thigh again. Brilliant. Chair pose. Bend your knees, arms up. Hands to prayer at the top as you lower to your chest. Straighten your legs, arms down by your side. Brilliant. Bend your knees again, arms up, look up. Hands to prayer, lower to your chest. Straighten arms down by your side. Brilliant, yes. Let's do it again. Bend your knees. Lower to your chest. Straighten your legs. Release that blow. And come up. Perfect. How are we doing? Perfect. So, a little bit of balance. Now, tree pose. Again, now tree pose is again recommended, but just make sure, I mean, you can just leave your toes down, but just make sure you don't have it on your knee joint. So it's either on your shin or it's high up, but you choose which feels better for you. You might find when you're injured knee, you might want to have your toes down. So we start on the right side. You can have your heels down or on your shin or all the way up. Brilliant. Brilliant. Hold. Just make sure it's not on that knee joint. Perfect. Hands to prayer, elbows out. Brilliant. For 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Bring that right knee in. Lower your right foot down. Warrior 3 again. Arms out in front. Perfect. Keep that right knee slightly bent. Lower that left toes behind you. Keep your left heel lifted as you take your arms up. Hands to prayer, lower to your chest. Bring your left foot forward. Perfect. Tree pose now on the other side. The left side you choose. So the right toes down, yes. Make sure it's not in that joint. Perfect. Hands to prayer. Bring your left knee in, step your left foot forward, right leg back, arms out in front. Warrior 3. Take your right leg back, keep that left knee bent, arms up. Hands to prayer, lower to your chest again. Step your right foot forward. Perfect. Let's do another set like that. Tree pose on the right side. The right knee in, lower that right foot down. Arms out in front of you, left leg up behind you, warrior 3. Separate your hands. For 3, 2, 1. Left leg back of the mat. Keep that heel lifted, arms up. Hands to prayer, lower to your chest. Left foot forward. Perfect. Tree pose on the left side. Bring your left knee in, lower your left foot down, right leg up behind you, warrior 3. Arms out in front, separate your hands. Right leg back, arms up. Good. Your warrior 3s are really good. So try and do quite a few of them though. Highly recommended. Hands to prayer. Lower to your chest. Step your right foot forward, keep your knees bent. And slowly start to come down. Squat might be a little bit hard. See how you get on. You take a seat. Perfect, yes. Get yourself down as best as you can, really. Bring your hips back. Forward fold, bring that block back underneath your knees. Forward fold, hands to your toes. Lift your chest. Bring that right knee to your chest. Keep that block underneath the left knee. Take your right arm inside, wrap it around your right knee. Left arm around your back. Take that bind, perfect. Hold. For 3, 2, Release the bind. Take that right knee down, bring that right foot into your left thigh. Now, you can either, you choose, you can either leave that block underneath your left knee, or you take that block and you place it underneath that right knee. Whichever feels better for you. And you take hold of your left foot. Yeah. So yeah, you prefer to have, yeah. So you might find you want to do that when you get to your injured knee. Go 3, 2, 1. Let's hold for 3 more. There's your chest. Right hand underneath that right knee. Straight to your right leg. Left side. Left knee to your chest. Bring that block now underneath your right knee. Left arm inside as you wrap it around your left knee. Right arm around your back as you take that bind forward fold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the bind. Lower your left knee down as you bring your left foot into your right thigh. And you can swap that block. Take hold of your right foot. Left hold. 3, 2, let's hold for 3 more. And release. Lift your left knee. Straighten out your right leg. Lock to one side for a minute. Now bend your right knee. Now cross that right foot over your left thigh. Keep that bottom leg straight as we twist. Now when we do the seated twisted pose, where you used to bend both knees, don't bend it anymore. Leave one leg straight. Left arm round your right knee, right arm round your back. If you want, you can place that block underneath your knee again as you twist. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Both sides. Now bend your left knee. Cross your left foot over your right thigh. Wrap your right arm around your left knee. Left arm around your back, round your waist and twist. 5, 2, 1. Come to center. Straighten out your leg. Now move that block to one side. We're going to do bridge pose. So with bridge pose, bring that block in between your thigh again. Bring it back onto the mat. Just bring your feet back so you can touch your, you're able to touch your heels. Arms either side of your body, palms facing up. So just walk your feet away a little bit more. Perfect. So when you lift your hips, you squeeze that block in between your thighs. You start with your back pressed onto the mat. So inhale, lift your hips, squeeze that block, and lower. So you lower your hips, press your back onto the mat. So I have a natural arch on my back, so to tilt your tailbone, and that will bring your back onto the mat. And then you lift your hips, squeeze on the top. Lower your hips, press your back onto the mat, and lift. Lower your hips, press your back onto the mat, and lift. Lower. Do that a few more times. Tilt back onto the mat, and lift. Lower. One more time, tilt, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Now release that block. Now we've done this a few times as well, also highly recommended. So you start with, let's start with, bring your left leg up. How do we do this? Left leg up. You bring, actually no, sorry. Okay, feet on the mat. You take your right foot onto your left thigh. We've done this all the time, so I'm forgetting how to get up from there. So you have your right foot onto your left thigh. Then you lift your head up, chin to chest, you straighten up your left leg. You thread your right hand in between your legs, you bend your left knee, and bring both hands onto your shin. And you lower your head. And this is also highly recommended. I know this might be a little bit painful, but see how you get on. This is really good at stretching, strengthening those muscles around your knee. And let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Release your hands, lower your left foot down, lower your right foot down. And then let's swap sides. Now your left foot is onto your right thigh. You lift your right leg up, you thread your left hand in between your legs. Then you bring the interlaced hands onto your right shin. And lower your head. Now if it's too difficult having that leg straight, you can always bend. You can always keep it straight. And let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Now, if possible, keep that right knee where it is. You're going to remove your left foot so you have both knees on your chest. You take your arms inside or out. Take hold of the outside of your right feet as we do happy baby pose. Again, another recommended pose. You just rock side to side. So you can have your arms inside or outside, you choose. And we just rock side to side, massaging your back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release your hand. Lower your feet onto the mat. And if possible, see if you can bring the soles of your feet together, but you can have your feet away from your body, yes, to release tension on your knees. You can even bring that block underneath your thigh, probably underneath the injured knee. So it's resting a bit on the block. Rest your hands on your thighs. Brilliant. Knees onto elbows on the mat. Bring your chin to chest. Deep breaths here. 5, 4, 3, two, 1. And slowly bring your knees together. Bring your arms down, palms face on the mat. And if possible, see if you can bring yourself to sitting. You might need to roll your knees to one side. And slowly come up to that seated position. Keeping your legs out in front, block underneath your knees. Point your toes. Forward fold. Lift your chest and see if you can bring your feet onto the mat. The knees are slightly bent. Brilliant, yes. But they're still quite far away from your body. Perhaps you take your arms up. Bring both arms behind you. And you lower those hands up, fingers away from your body as you look up. So you just feel that stretch across your chest. Brilliant. Then you just take that left arm up and bring that left hand in between you, just in front of that block as you twist and look over your right shoulder. Now you bring that right arm all the way up and bring your right hand down in front of that block, and you take your left hand behind you. You twist and look over your left shoulder. And then take your left arm up. Take your arms in front of you. Take both arms up. Hands to prayer. Lower your thumbs to your forehead for gratitude and thoughts. Slide you in. Slide you in. On your breastbone. For gratitude and may the light be upon them. Provide to you. Namaste.